Hi everybody, it's Savannah from Love Always Savannah. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are visiting Cynthia over at, and I don't know how to pronounce it, Hyacinth Journals. I'm not sure that it's Jacynthe, and it's Cynthia is her name, and I'm not sure how you pronounce the first part of her YouTube name, and I apologize for that. So I kind of did a little prototype. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry. I just got right into it. I'm always thinking of you guys. I'm always sending you so much love, and I just want to say welcome. And I really appreciate views, comments, likes, subscriptions. Like, it means so much to me, and I just really appreciate everyone. If you're liking the content that I'm putting out, please think of subscribing to my channel. It really helps me. And then liking the video, commenting, and sharing it's even better. But yeah, I just appreciate it, and I just want to say welcome to everyone who's been here from the beginning, and all the new ones too. Thank you and welcome. I'm so excited to have everyone here. Okay, so we're doing it. She calls it an ephemera holder with envelopes, and I just saw it, and what was different for me, and maybe again I've missed it. So normally when, oh, what a mess I've got, but I'm going to be using all this stuff right now. So normally when I've seen people do, you know, envelopes and they take them apart, or mostly I haven't seen them take them apart. Mostly I see them stacking envelopes on top of each other, right? So like, you know, like gluing this page down to like this, and so then you open them and they just open in different directions, which is great, and I love that. What she did though was she took the envelopes, opened them up, and then instead of just using the width of this, she took papers and she just extended the pages. And I don't know, I hadn't seen that before, and I thought, what a great idea that is. I love that. Because by doing that, when I went to just kind of do the prototype, I'm using book pages, and then I'm using my new digital kit, Bleue, or Reverie Blue Daydream. That's available in my Etsy shop, and all of it will be linked below. It is still 50% off right now. And I didn't even say this is, I'm just completely out of it. I've been so busy. This is for the 100-day project. We are on day 8. So I think yesterday's video, I said day 6, but that was actually day 7. So today is day 8 of the 100-day project. And so that's what this is for. So I'm not going to go ahead and fill this one and decorate this, but I'm going to make one with all of you, and then I'll like put some stuff in it. So what happens is, the way I created this is because you know how much I love having things layered, right? So here we see 3, like we even see this layer peeking through. So we see like 4 layers almost this way. So this is one of the flaps. Then it opens here. Then this one opens. Oh, maybe I need to cut that down. It bent. Then this opens, and then there's a pocket here, which was still wet, and I just opened it. And so, yeah, so it comes in like this, and then like this. So I just love, oh wait, maybe it was, is it like that? No, I think it was like, you know what I'm gonna do, because I want to see that layer there. So I am going to actually cut this one down a little bit. But the whole thing that was so fun with this is that by using the envelopes, let's see, let me line it up here. By using the envelopes, it got my mind is naturally thinking, okay, which way am I going to cover it? Which way am I going to fold it? So just by nature of the material I'm using, let me get a little bit more creative than when I originally thought. I didn't know how it was going to come out. Now, she did use her flaps that came down here as a closure. I didn't want to do that. I've done those kind of things before, and I just wanted to leave it like this because honestly, to me, this would make a great journal cover. So if you made like one of these for front and back, kind of like the Amni Bloom, Artist in Bloom journal that I did, it's similar, but yet completely different. If that makes sense. But I love this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 layers that we're seeing. And I just think that's so great. And then it opens up like this. And you can put belly bands and side pockets and stuff. So we'll do some more of that stuff when I make it. But this is the one I'm going to put in my ideas book to remind me. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. It takes a little bit of time, especially if you're going to go decorate it. But like I said, I think I might use it as a journal cover, or journal topper or cover for my next journal. So it might be coming out of that book. I don't know. Okay, so I'm using 2 different sizes. And what I decided to do first, I think on that one, what did I do? Well, it doesn't matter. We're just going to like go for it and kind of like figure it out. Now, one thing I did a little bit different, I think, is wherever, because my envelopes are really thin ones. So I made sure to overlap the bend at least once so that it would make that joint strong. And then I'm going to actually take it to the sewing machine also. So let's get started here and see how we want to do this. What I did discover is I'm going to use my new kit again, Blue Reverie, or Reverie Blue. I don't know why I keep saying it backwards, because it's blue. It means blue daydream, but in French the word daydream comes before the word blue. So I keep getting tongue-tied. So I'm just using mostly what worked really, really well is when I print the kit, 2 pages. When I selected the layout, and I did 2 pages per sheet, and that creates just like really good sizes without wasting a lot. Not that if it was a full size that you would waste it, but it really does kind of just create a really good size. So I think what I'm going to do first is over here, I'm going to extend this. I think I'm going to do it this way. Well, first I'm going to take the top flaps off, because and you can do them. It's super cute as a closure. I'm not in the mood for that kind of closure right now. Yeah, okay. I just had a different thought, but then I was like, does it make a difference if you turn it around? And then let me just take off these top and bottom. Okay. So I'm not going to do the pocket because I just took off the part that would have been the pocket. And let's take this first sheet here, and I'm going to go ahead and overlap this part here. So let me get my glue. I'm using a glue stick right now, and I'm going to overlap it about the width of the glue stick. just to reinforce it. This one's a little bit sturdier than that one, but just to be on the safe side. And so I want, I think, the top of this letter to be there. Okay. So I overlapped it that much to start with. And then let me just get in here and tear off that portion. And I'm just ripping and tearing. And then where that fold is, I am going to go ahead and just fold it. Make sure it lines up straight. Use my nails. Okay, so that's the first part. And if I do it the same way here, this will flap over. So I'm going to leave it long because when it's attached here, you'll be able to see behind it. So I think that's going to be a good length. So now when I glue here, I'm probably just going to go from here to here. And then when I glue here, I'll wrap it around. But let's see. Okay, so we have it this way. And what I'm kind of doing is rotating like neutral blue, and then I'm including some book pages as well. So this is going to end up being like this, and then like this, and something like that. So I'm going to be seeing some of this. But I think I want a blue on top. So let's go with this one. And it's really easy sometimes to just glue it down first and then cut it or trim it down. So I want this to be like that. And then what I also did was I shortened up the sides. So let me just take the scissors and do it that way to make this flap over even a little smaller. So to do that, I just went in, cut to there, and then cut to there. A little bit long. Okay, and then to make sure I kind of have an even amount, I can just take this, flip it over to match. And it doesn't have to be exact, but there we go. And then cut that out. Yeah, this was definitely a really fun one to do. So now I want this to fold over like that. So I'm going to be gluing it on the opposite side. So let me just take off this white part here. I know I'm probably not explaining this well, but hopefully with you seeing it. And then I'm gonna want, what do I want under here? Let's do some book page under here. And I have this from this art book that has these prints on it. And I don't know what I'm going to do with these prints yet, but I really love this paper. It's really nice and thick, and it has that really nice patina. So I'm just kind of lining it up where I think I want it, and then folding it over to get my crease. Fold it back over. And I like that usually when I use it, there's just a little bit of words that are showing up. So you can see this. It's going to line up there. Make sure that it's going to fold. And then what I'm going to do here, I just found it was easy to put the glue down and then trim and cut like afterwards. It's going to be overlapping. So how's everyone doing? Hope you're all well. Again, I was saying the other day in one of my videos that the comments are so helpful, and then I made the suggestion of just saying love always in your name, and so many of you have done it, and I love it. I feel like it's like when you guys say love always in your name, I feel like it's our like our secret handshake, our you know, our little club where we all say love always and then our name. So I just think it is adorable when you guys do it, and it makes my heart feel so good, and it fills me with lots of love. So even if you don't have anything to say, just, you know, put in there love always in your name, and that is awesome. Okay, so see, it's just down like that. It's a little crooked, but that's okay. So all we see is it says out, which it was probably print out. No, it's about 1909, but it says out 1909 York 23 by 31, or all the words that showed up, and I just think it's cute like that. Okay, so then let's see what we are going to cover the back side with. Where did the one blue one go that I had ready? Oh, I have a piece right here. It's a little bit different print, but I know for sure I want to create a little overlap. So I'm going to fold that in and then line that up. So that's how, so we're going to have it, it looks like 3 layers, even though this is, you know, collaged. And then this is going to measure that out. So you want to cover the front and the back of everything. And again, I love using this kind of weight paper because it makes it really sturdy. Like you'll see at the end, like it's sturdy. I can imagine using cardstock on it. It would be really, really thick by the end. So let's glue this down. Oops. Are you guys working on any special projects? What are you up to? Are you getting time in your creative space? I hope so. So we've got that down. And that's gluing the other side. And then let's go in now. You do have to get a little, it gets a little fiddly opening and closing things. Let me get that flattened out. So I'm not going to worry about reinforcing it on this side because it's reinforced on the other side. This isn't really directional, so I can put it however. So yeah, so it's like I'm not just following the lines of the envelope. You can change it, change the shape. Oops. Push this back. Uh-oh. That went wonky. Why did that go wonky? I went over too far. Went over the bend too far. But that's what's good about using glue stick. I need to come just up to that line. There we go. That's going to be better. That's what's good about using glue stick. You do have just a little bit of time where you can move things. Not a lot of time. Okay. And whenever I'm using paper, just a little side note, is I always tear wherever I have the most paper hanging off first. It just seems like it wastes less paper that way. I can come back and trim that up if I want. Well, and I missed some of that, but once this is dry, I'll go back in and I can adjust all this with things. Ruffles or something. So you can see just in the small envelope, we already have 1, 2, 3 layers. And then once we get over here to the bigger envelope, we can create some more when we attach them. And the best way to start on this is to just start covering up. Let's see. So this is like that. So this is somehow, is that going to attach to there? See, this is where it gets interesting. On how to attach it. What if come in like that? Yes. I think that's what I want to do. So then do I want to cut this down? Or leave it? Let's see, I think. So I have blue tan. Let's grab a tan. Tan page from the kit. And I think I'm out of my double-sided printed. Is that gonna be... I have the ones where I did the 6-2 a page. Yeah. Well, the journal tags might be the right size for what I'm wanting to do. Let's go with this one and see. Yeah, it's just kind of a, it's like a puzzle piece of figuring it out. Because I think every time you do it, it's going to come out different. Because this one's coming out different than the first one, and that happened with Cynthia too. No, that is different. I was like, is that the same print? So if we went like that and cut that piece down, we have another layer there. I like that. Okay, so let's glue and measure this. Okay, this is going to get tricky because I want to make sure that let's bring it down some, bring that up some. I hope this is making sense because I'm not explaining it really great. And this is crooked. Well, I know this piece is crooked. Let me cut that off so I'm not going off crooked. I don't want to be measuring off something crooked because then everything will be crooked. Okay, that's better. And then I want to overlap it here. So I am going to glue this down. Just trying to center that best I can. So I'm going to glue this down. First. Okay. And then I'm going to cut this part off and then go down here, here. See, isn't it fun just changing it? Like you would almost never know because you're changing the shapes of it so much. That's what what drew me to this project is that you almost can't tell they were envelopes. You're changing the shapes. So that part's glued down now. Okay. So let me bring this back in. I can do a pocket there. I can just glue it down, or I can make it another flap and maybe glue this piece all the way down. There's just so many possibilities. That's part of the problem is this is so it could go like this and then like this, fold in, come out, oh, it is glued down to there. It's glued down to the back. I think I'm going to leave it open. I mean, I'm going to let it flap out. This opens here. And then I'm going to just glue this page down, even though I didn't need to put that page there. This is going to be a long video. I know what I'm going to do. I've got it. I'm going to tear that off and then get this in place like that. And then I'm going to glue the sides and make this a side tuck. And that's how it's going to attach. And then I'll sew it. There we go. Decision made. Yeah. So opens, open, writing space, close, open, tuck spot, and we're reinforced there. And then I'll reinforce it when I put a piece that is not big enough. Let's go with this. Let's get some of these words in here. Just set it up this way for now. Yeah, it's super fun. I'm really enjoying it. So do you all have winter still? I think I heard something about there's wildfires. Now that's going to be confusing because it's going to be a shorter tuck, but that's okay. I think I heard that there was wildfires in North Carolina or something like that. I don't know. I'm going to glue this down first. So I pray for everyone there. I'm just wondering if we could create like a hidden tuck. One there and one here. No, that's going to be too complicated. We'll just glue this on top. Oh. Yeah, I heard that there was wildfires. I'm like, somewhere not California? That seems odd. So let's keep them in our prayers. I hope it's doing okay. I hope their firefighters are good and safe. Make sure that all bends. It puts people in fear. So the tuck is under there. It's a small one. If I use it at all. Who knows? Well, let's just tear it. Yeah, it's scary when there's fires going on around you and you don't know if they're coming your way or not. So hopefully everyone is doing okay with that. I'm just going to trim that a little bit. There we go. Yeah, and then we're going to put a flap over here and have it come like halfway over and wrap around from the back. So we need to cover the back also. So maybe we'll do a full page. Oh, I love this paper here. What would that look like? No, I think let's go with a brown one. I have that one in brown. So it's going to be something like that and then shorter. Yes, I'm happy with that. Probably need to do something and cover that up. I should have done that part first, but it's kind of collaged. Where are we at in this video? Oh, we're only at 35 minutes. That's not too bad. So I think what I'll do, actually that's going to come like that. Okay. It gets confusing. Maybe what I'll do is this, and then wrap it around. I think that is exactly what I'm gonna do. Yeah. That way I can just go and cover all of it. That's exposed. And then I can strengthen that. Don't want to cover up my pocket there. Okay. And then I will come like this, I think. Yeah, because this is gonna fold over. That'll be fine. Just let that dry a little bit. Still have the little opening there. So let's go ahead and tear off this edge. Let's line it up. Let's line it up. That's why I have the grid here. So I love this grid and this cutting mat very, very much. I just don't really love the color of it. I won't get rid of it because when I'm cutting things, I definitely need it. Line up here, line up there, line up there. Okay, perfect. There we go. I think we got it. We should be straight. So I think when I paint my desk, I'm going to maybe paint a grid on the desk or a ruler or something. I don't know yet. It might be a very big endeavor that I'm not realizing how big it will be. See some glue page here. And if you haven't heard me say before, all my misprints or offcuts or things that go wrong, papers I'm throwing away, I throw them in my trash, which is right beside me, and then it's like the storage place for my glue papers. And I accidentally printed like 5 copies of something for the month of March that I only needed 1 copy of. So I like set the printer to go and I went to bed. Wasn't very smart. Okay, where was that bend? I guess it doesn't really matter. I can bend it anywhere at this point. So, do I like it there? Yeah, that gives enough room to get in the pocket. Okay. I love that paper so much. I'm almost wishing I had a neutral there. I have to cover this also. So I still need to cover this and then put something on the back there. But I really wish I had neutral blue I don't like the two blues. I don't mind two neutrals on top of each other, but I don't like, I'm not like, it's just too busy. So I have a thought. Let's see in my papers. That I have. That might work. Printed this kit out so many times and in different, let's get the book out of the way. Oh, that's what I'm looking for right there. So I wonder, I think that might be just the right size, and I think that would be a cute cover or top portion of this. Yeah, these are gonna be a front and back cover of a journal for sure. I love it. It's so similar to that Amni Bloom, Artist in Bloom kind of style, but it's not, it's different because you're not using fabric hinges. That is very close. I am gonna do it. I'm just, yeah, I'm more happy with that. It's not too busy. Glue page. Like I said, I've got lots here. And that's the thing when you're making stuff, especially something like this where it's kind of not a very set guideline of how to do it, because there's so many ways that it can be done. And then there's just a little bit of that poking through. And I think I might need to trim some of that off there. As long as I don't open it up. Okay, I didn't. Okay. And I don't mind that little bit of blue sticking up behind. Okay, I'm happier with that. Now I need to cover this here. What do we have? That will be underneath. That one I already used there. I think I know what I want to do. No, that won't be big enough. Maybe I'll go with that. This was a vintage wallpaper border. Why do I try to cut a straight line? I don't know why I try. I can't do it. Okay. And it's too small. So let's just go in with this glue paper. So like here, this piece is bigger, or this piece is bigger. So actually this piece is what I'm gonna tear first. Whatever piece, this is kind of big too. That could go on a half sheet. I'm gonna go this way, because then it gives me more options of what to do with that piece. See what I mean? This is like a half sheet, so I have more options of what to do with that. And that's not what I needed to cover up. Oh my. Well, it was white, so yeah, I did need to cover it up, but it wasn't exactly what I needed to cover up. Oh, let's put the hot air balloon here. That'll be cute. Or the people. Let's do the people. Let's put the people there. From this. I want the people. And sometimes I can't even tear straight. Alrighty, we're getting there. Yeah, this is a little bit more involved. But the layers typically, when you're layering things like that, they kind of do take longer. But I just love the look. To me, it's worth taking the time to do it. Really, really is, because it just adds so much movement and dimension and interest. It's the interest it adds, like, you know, what's back there? Makes you want to look inside, invites you in. Okay. Now I'm happy. And this is getting very sturdy. So there. Oh, I want to put something there maybe. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. Where did the border wallpaper go? That was too short. We can do a strip of that there, and I think that'll be really pretty. It was just here. Here it is. Little collage. But that looks like it's meant to be there, whereas that looks like it was hinged. If you see what I mean. In. Try to put that even. To bring it down just a smidgen and over that way. And then it's another layer. Things tucking in behind. And I just love that. Okay, let's see. We got that. And then it opens up. And we have this. I never let the glue dry, and then I get the bubble. But I find you can go back in and smush it down pretty easily. So then we have that. We have the pocket in here. I like it. Oops. That's kind of wanting to bend there. But we're going to put a piece of paper back here to cover this. So I'm going to go a little bit over that too. And that will help with that bend. Okay, so when this is like that, so we want blue back here. Should we do the same pattern? What if we come in and do the lovebirds? Yes. I think the lovebirds are better. They're so cute. The white off first. This is one of the ones that was printed 2 to a page. And it's a little short for that piece. So we have to come in with a full sheet, but that's okay. That was just torn down. I will use it. I will definitely use it. How about we do some of the invoice? I think that would look nice. A little bit higher up. There we go. Okay. Because it adds some blue, but not too much. Just overlap it. I think I might want to do a little bit less. Yeah. And then, I mean, you can just decorate this however. You're going to see me in future videos decorating it. I'm not going to take up that time today. So that's what the back will look like. Yes, I like it. A little collaged effect. I'm not going to take the time today because that would make this a 3-hour video. And I don't think you guys want to sit and watch for 3 hours. And I think you probably won't initially, unless you go to make this. I can't imagine just sitting and watching this. But like I sometimes will do is, well, with the prototype, I make that while I'm watching the video. And then obviously I can't watch a video while I'm recording one. So yeah, it's helpful to watch the video when you're making the project. Especially something like this. It's not the most fascinating video to watch as it's being made. But it, and then you can put ties, all kinds of things. If it's a journal topper, you can put something underneath it and glue it down to like your topper if you want it in the middle. So many things that can be done. I will probably end up hinging this so that this opens too and you can see all of it. And I might end up adding something to this when it goes onto the cover. But there it is. It is cute. I like it. I like the layers. And then let me grab the other one because I can show you. I am going to sew this off camera. And so when I start to decorate it, I will show you. But this is some more stuff, more ideas of how to use the kit. Bringing in the vintage papers, it makes it not feel so collective. Also with this kit, I tried to not make it too matchy and more like it was just a gathering of vintage stuff, because that's what I like. So this was the prototype. It just opened up there, nothing opened there. And then it went there, there, there in the pocket. And then that was the back. And so this one you can see it's small, it's narrower because I think I cut it down some. So then, yeah. So two different things, very similar, but yet very different in how they look and function. All right. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe and hit the like button. And remember, leave a comment. Love always in your name. And I would love it. It's like our secret password. It means you're in the club. Not that there's a club, but you know what I mean. All right. Let's see. What is our prayer today? Come, Holy Spirit. Today, my prayer for everyone watching this video is that you feel not necessarily freedom to make mistakes, but that, because we're all going to make mistakes, that you view them as a learning experience, that you see that it is all fixable, and that honestly 90% of the mistakes we make are very small in comparison to eternity. So focus your time, thoughts, mind, and energy on eternity and not the small details of today. And that is my prayer for all of you watching today. Remember, you are loved and your story deserves to be told. Until next time, love always, Savannah. Bye.